Welcome, Jagdish. So nice to see you again.
Hello.
You must be JC.
Yes, this is my son JC. I hope you don't mind that he came along.
No problem. Hi, I'm Alex Rao.
Oh, Dad said you're a historian.
Oh yes, best job in the world.
You know, we are learning about the Delhi Sultanate in history class.
That's great. I wrote a paper on the Delhi Sultans. Did you know that the Sultans often appointed slaves to high posts?
I thought slaves were only used for doing work, like carrying stones to build pyramids in Egypt.
The Delhi Sultanate was different. Sultans purchased special slaves called bandagan, who were carefully trained for important military posts.
Bandagan?
Yes, it's a Persian word.
I don't get it. Why would the sultans use slaves?
Good question. You see, sultans trusted their slaves completely.
What exactly do you mean by trusted?
Well, since the sultans were responsible for taking care of their bandagan, they knew that the bandagan would be loyal to them. It is said that the slaves could be trusted more than one's own son.
All the sultans use bandagan?
Sultan Iltutmish was best known for using special slaves.
What about the other sultans?
The Khalji and Tughluq dynasty continued the use of bandagan and also raised people of low-class birth. I'm sorry I can't answer all your questions, JC. I have work to do now.
Yes, Mr. Rao and I have an important business meeting.
You can stay here and look at whatever you want. We'll be back soon.
Cool. No problem. Hello. Do you work for the Delhi Sultanate?
Yes, I do. I couldn't help hearing your conversation about bandagans with Mr. Rao.
Do you know something about bandagans too?
In the 14th century, Muhammad Tughluq appointed low-class people like a barber and 2 gardeners to high administrative posts.
Wow.
He was greatly criticized by chroniclers for this. Ziauddin Barani, a chronicler, believed these appointments showed that the Sultan had bad political judgment and was an incapable ruler. I am a military commander and a mukti of the Delhi Sultanate.
What's a mukti?
A mukti is a governor of a territory. We have to maintain law and order in the land we govern.
Cool. You have your own territory.
Yes, the land we are in charge of is called Iqta, and we are called muktis or iqtidars. A mukti carries out military campaigns in the Iqta he governs over. He also collects revenue.
What is revenue?
Revenue is the tax that people must pay to the government.
How much revenue do you collect?
Actually, the sultans appoint accountants to check the amount of revenue collected by muktis. Accountants ensure that excess state taxes are not collected.
So, muktis do not have independent powers?
Well, JC, a certain amount of control has been exerted over muktis, especially during the Khalji and Tughluq dynasty.
How is that done?
Firstly, accountants make sure that we kept the required number of soldiers.
This is to help you carry out military campaigns.
Yes, the Khaljis and Tughluqs also make sure that our posts cannot be inherited by our family.
So, your son can't be a mukti.
Right. To ensure that muktis work efficiently, we are rotated often. We are not allowed to stay with one Iqta for long.
That seems like too much trouble.
It is thought that by rotating muktis and disallowing inheritance of posts, Iqtas can flourish without any problems or conflict.
Ah, I get it. Our class teacher often rotates us so that we always have new partners. And because of that, we all fight less.
There are also other changes in the administration under the Khaljis and the Tughluqs. Local chieftains of hinterlands, known as Samanta aristocrats, are not allowed to collect taxes anymore.
The hinterlands?
Once the hinterlands became part of the Delhi Empire, the chieftains had to accept the Sultan's authority. This signifies that revenue collection and assessment is now under the control of the Sultan. I have some revenue to collect now, JC, but it was nice talking to you.
Same here. I should look around Mr. Rao's hall some more. Mehdi, what are you doing here? I thought you only stay in my Encyclopedia of Indian History.
Hello, JC. What can I say? I love to travel.
Are you still writing histories on the Delhi Sultanate?
Oh, yes, of course. I am particularly interested in the Mongol invasions during Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq's reign. You see, Mongol invasions occurred frequently, and so both Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq maintained huge armies in Delhi.
It's interesting.
But while Khalji built a new garrison town called Siri for his army, Tughlaq shifted citizens out of Delhi-Khuna to Daulatabad and used the old city for his army.
So the two sultans had very different approaches.
Absolutely. For example, the soldiers were paid by collecting produce as tax. Khalji fixed it at 50% of the produce.
How did Muhammad Tughlaq pay his army?
Tughlaq also used produce to feed his army, but he levied additional taxes, and this caused a great famine.
So did Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq differ in any other way?
They came up with different ideas for purchasing supplies for the army in Delhi. Khalji worried that the merchants would raise the price of the supplies and make his soldiers pay more.
Ah, so what did he do?
He decided to control prices of the goods in Delhi and punished merchants who did not follow the system.
And what about Muhammad Tughlaq?
Instead of controlling prices, he introduced a token currency made out of cheap metals.
But weren't there gold and silver coins during the Sultanate Empire?
There were, but Muhammad Tughlaq thought that token currency would make it easier to purchase supplies.
Did it?
Oh, it caused a lot of problems. In fact, people started paying their taxes using token currency and saved all the gold and silver coins.
Seems Muhammad Tughlaq only had problems.
That's true. The shifting of people for the garrison town created a lot of resentment. The raising of taxes and famine caused rebellion, and even the token currency had to be recalled.
In comparison, Alauddin Khalji was a very efficient ruler.
The chroniclers praised him for his insightful administrative measures. But people often forget about the achievements of Muhammad Tughlaq. He was the first Delhi Sultan who planned to invade the Mongol territory.
Was he successful?
He wanted to invade Transaxiana, but he had to give up his plan when his campaign in Kashmir failed. He even disbanded his army.
How is that an achievement then?
Because before Muhammad Tughlaq, no ruler had ever made any military campaign to take over the Mongol territory.
JC, we need to leave.
Dad's coming. I need to go, Mehdi.
See you another time. I hope you weren't too bored, JC.
Not at all. You have a very cool house, Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao has inspired me greatly, Dad. I'm glad I came.
Oh, so you want to be a historian when you grow up?
Oh, a Mukti.
Mukti?
Yeah, that way I can govern Jaideep's room and collect all his pocket money as tax.